Hi, my name is Roberto Trejo and I'm going to present why people are racist. I do not like to admit it, but when I meet a person, my mind starts to think and imagine how that person is. I stereotype them. But what would happen if I give the chance to know new people, even though we don't have any similarities? People should have to allow meeting new people so the interaction among us can be healthy with good intentions, get to know new people, different racial backgrounds, and find out how much we have one into others. The racism had gotten to a certain point that we have lost lives. One of them is the George Floyd, an African American that was killed after he paid with a false $20 bill. The employee followed the protocol of this action by calling the 911. The police arrived, took George Floyd to the ground, and then killed him, according to the witnesses that declared to the BBC. Mark and Patricia McCloskey were an American couple who used to live in Missouri. During the Black Lives Matter protest that was happening down through the street, this couple went out of their property because they supposedly felt threatened with firearms, according to the videos from the protesters. The protest wasn't giving any reason to make feel threatened anybody, and we can see that Mark and Patricia had no prior knowledge about using these fire guns. Patricia, while he was moving and shouting to the protesters, there were sometimes he pointed to his husband holding the trigger. And Mark, he was taking the rifle in a very dangerous way. But if this couple felt threatened, it was not better to get into their home and call the police instead of wanting to scare those people who only were protesting for their lives, told by the View program collaborator. These are examples of quick prejudging. No one is superior or inferior to no one. Nobody can tell anyone what to do or what should they do not need to do, or by blaming others for our problems. We can do the same stuff to grow as a community. In the other hand, we have different kinds of protest, a pacific, clear, and respectful protest. This is the case of Colin Kaepernick. This guy was a football player in the NFL. His protest was by kneeling while the nation anthem of the United States was played. Kaepernick clarified that it was not about the flag. It was all about the racial equality and police brutality against black people, he declared to the in a news conference. In the beginning, he has not been supported by anyone, on less than two people of his team. The NFL took out of the NFL, but Kaepernick stand firm to his ideal. After this, he became a civil rights icon, and many athletes joined the Kaepernick protest of their sport. Racism stands by feeling more than others because of race, acting in a way that makes feel superior. In the point here is that everyone, each one of us, all are the same, maybe different, but the same human beings. According to the Holy Bible books, we were created with the same capacities. So, who are we to judge only for the reason of our color skin or our culture or our beliefs? We need to state forces and beliefs or culture. We need to let other people live as they want, as I think we all would like to live, without disturbing. Imagine being judged by someone not only verbally or physically, that would be the worst option, but also by the people views. Every place you stand, somebody looks with disgust. It would be something uncomfortable because you would not enjoy every place you stand, and only the people disturb you, stereotype you, prejudge you, without knowing who are you. This can bring mental problems, the no engagement in the groups to make you feel part of one, make you feel insufficient. according to the physical facts. So, from now on, I invite you to get well known people. Maybe you will have more in common than differences. Maybe you should ask if there is something wrong with those people who practice racism or any are they dumb? Practically, yes. They can suffer paranoid personality disorder or narcissism, both characterized by feeling insecurity. There are other aspects why people can show racism, like when media reinforces racial stereotypes in their representation or different racial groups. It also reinforces individual racial prejudging and the systems that prepare to institutionalized racism, or also people can feel threatened because of people that can be viewed as different, according to the Australian Human Rights Commission. I'm not just I'm not justifying these acts, but seeing what is the problem, we can find a solution as a community. First, changing our minds, how we think, and then, if somebody cannot find the correct way, we can go through respect. We can help. So, make a change or see how the world is gonna fade away. Thank you.